In the P2P lending space, many platforms offer a so-called buyback guarantee, which is a promise by the loan originator to buy back your investment after the loan repayment is delayed for more than 30 or 60 days. But there is more to the buyback guarantee than just this, so keep watching to find out. My name is Jakub from P2P Empire, and if you are new to this channel and your goal is to become a more educated P2P investor, consider subscribing and hit the like button to see more videos like this in the future. So today I'm going to talk to you about the buyback guarantee, which is often portrayed as an amazing protection of your P2P lending portfolio. The thing is that P2P lending is a high-risk investment and platforms needed something to come up with to decrease this risk. The result is the buyback guarantee, which I believe was first introduced in 2015 by Mintos. And today, 5 years later, almost every P2P platform or marketplace that operates in the consumer lending industry is promoting and using this so-called buyback guarantee. So how does the buyback guarantee work? This buyback guarantee is almost always offered by the loan originator, which is the lending company from which the borrower is borrowing money from. So let's say you are investing on Mintos or Peerberry, which both offer the buyback guarantee. Mintos actually renamed this buyback guarantee and started calling it buyback obligation, but at the end of the day it's the same thing. When your payments are delayed for more than 60 days, the lending company will repurchase your loan with the accrued interest. That's at least the standard procedure. This means that it's not Mintos or Peerberry who is providing this guarantee, but the lending company which lends the money to the consumers. P2P marketplaces are often only communicating this added benefit, but they are not the ones providing it. There are currently at least 15 platforms on the European market which are offering this so-called buyback guarantee. So if you have a look at this list, soon you realize that a buyback guarantee does not mean anything. As you can see, there are plenty of platforms that have major issues and are not recommended. Unfortunately, many shady platforms destroy the term buyback guarantee as they did not act in the interest of the investors but follow their own agenda. All of the scams that we have seen so far offered a buyback guarantee in connection with high returns. This toxic mix led to the loss of millions from European retail investors in 2020. This tells us that a buyback guarantee is not something you should base your investment decisions on. There are far more important factors you should consider. Whether a buyback guarantee can be fulfilled depends on the financial stability of the loan originator and its lending practices in a dedicated market. So here are a few factors that you should look at. You should look at the financial performance of the lender in the last 2 years, the debt at equity ratio, the management of the company, the market and the segment they operate in, the financial group the company belongs to, and the frequency and quality of the reporting activities. Having a look at the track record and the lending volumes will also give you an idea how their business is developing. Some marketplaces came up with a lender rating, which should make your research easier when trying to determine which lenders to exclude from your auto invest. This can help you a bit, but at the end of the day, keep in mind that the marketplaces earn a commission from the loan originators, so it's not in their interest to not promote any partner that they list on their platform. Even lenders with a seemingly good rating and a buyback guarantee have been suspended from Mintos in the past, so you should certainly not rely on it. There are also a few small details that have an impact on your returns. Certain loan originators, mostly on Mintos, do not pay out accrued interest for delayed payments, meaning that if your investments are delayed, you won't get any interest for it. This lowers your returns and it can have a huge impact on what you earn if a large portion of your loans are delayed. I suggest heading over to the lender details and look up whether a lending company is paying interest for delayed loans. And if not, you might want to exclude them from your auto-invest strategy. This is typically not the case on other platforms. However, you should always do your own research, as some platforms and marketplaces tend to change their terms and conditions or onboard new lenders with different conditions. Another point to look out for are pseudo guarantees that some platforms came up with to attract dumb money. Monitor and Wisefind offered a third-party guarantee which was provided by a shell company from China. Monitor turned out to be another scam like Investio, and there are already legal actions against Wisefind. So if you happen to come across a third-party guarantee, it is almost a clear red flag and you should stay away from the platform as the chances that they will vanish with your money are quite high. In connection to the buyback guarantee, you will also come across with the term group guarantee. So what is the group guarantee? If the loan originator is a newly launched startup with little to no track record, it's often owned by a larger financial group. If that's the case, the financial group often provides a group guarantee for its loan originators. In such scenario, the financial group will step in case the loan originator is not able to fulfill its obligations towards investors, and whether a loan originator is able to fulfill the buyback guarantee is depending on its margins and reserves. The lending company needs to have some reserves to fulfill the buyback guarantee, otherwise it's just an empty promise. Often the lending companies are not very transparent when it comes to revealing their reserves, which is another reason why you should not rely on it. A good practice is to invest in companies that are not excessively using P2P platforms to fund their loan book. For instance, on Peerberry, you can invest in lenders from the Aventus group, which do not fund more than 45% of their loan book with the crowd. Some lenders on Mintos or Vyventure fund more than 70% of their loan book via P2P lending, which is a very risky business model as we have seen in the past. So that's been a quick explanation of the buyback guarantee. Let me know your thoughts about this type of guarantee in the comments below this video. If you want to learn more about certain lenders, you can either request additional information directly from the platform or from the P2P marketplace, or you can head over to our website p2pempire.com and learn in which lenders we currently invest and which platforms offer this type of guarantee. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.